Hi, how are you today? Keila here. If this is your first video of mine, let me give you a little bit of background. I was a stay-at-home mom of two wonderful human beings, and I honestly did not appreciate it at the time that I was a stay-at-home mom with them. I did end up actually becoming a homeschooling mom too. That was not in the plans, but it happened, and I am very glad that it did. But it even more added to the stress that I was under. My babies were born 17 and a half months apart. I was a very stressed out mom, and I was living in a daze of diapers and dishes. And I didn't even know that there was anything else, that I could dream beyond that. I did not know. And so I want to help you not make some of the mistakes that I made, and help you find your dreams again, because you need them. Every human needs to have dreams. And I have notes, because otherwise I squirrel brain or mama brain, whatever you want to call it, and I stop a video and then, oh, I forgot that major important thing. So I have notes just to help me keep a little bit on track here. So as that stressed out mom, I was desperate for me time. And I don't think I could even put it into words at that point, that I was not fulfilled as a mom. I love my children, and I love the fact that I got to be at home with them. But I wanted more, and I didn't know it. I didn't understand the feelings that I was going through. So, dreams are important. Dreams are so important. So, the me time is, to me, they're a one and the same. Your dreams and your me time, even though they're not, if you don't have the me time, you'll never dream. You'll never think about what you could have without having some me time. So I think about me a lot right now. The term that everybody uses is self-care, and it is. I always thought about it as the song The Little Teapot. Fill me up and pour me out. You can't keep pouring out. You can't unless you get filled up. You need to find ways to fill up. And that, I honestly, I tried to do it. I tried to keep pouring out and pouring out and pouring out without me time, without taking care of myself. And it didn't work. It put me into a major health challenge, and that I spent a long time working on getting out of, because I didn't take care of me. And I don't want you to go through that. I don't want your kids to have to see you go through that. So I did realize in hindsight some things that I did because I was so desperate for me time. I did find a couple ways. They were not enough, but they were a start, and I want to help you start. So we're just going to talk about some baby steps of finding ways for some me time with the kids around. That actually can happen with the kids around. You know, none of us want our kids to feel like we abandon them and be selfish. That's how I always felt when mine were little, is I felt selfish taking me time. And that's inappropriate. In hindsight, it's too high. We need it. We as humans need to find things that fill us up. And it's not always without the kids. It can be, but we need to find some ways as mom to take care of mom as well as the kids. That is so important. It is so I keep going over this and like stumbling, because I feel so passionate about your need to take care of you. Us moms, we have to take care of everybody else. But first of all, we have to take care of us to keep pouring out. To find some ways. We're going to talk about one today. Do your kids ever watch a movie or have a favorite TV program that they watch? I'm sure the answer is yes. I'm absolutely sure of that. Do you ever take your kids to a playground? In the park? I bet you do. Do your kids have sporting events or baseball, t-ball? Maybe you have a little ballerina in your life. The kids are otherwise occupied during all of those events. They're not looking for you to be right there holding their hand. They're not. That allows you to do something for you. And I actually did this. I did this in a little bit different of a way because my lifestyle was a little bit different. I would actually take my kids to Silver Dollar City. They absolutely loved it there. I loved it there. We were homeschooling. My kids were just, a little bit older, not super old. I don't know, probably anywhere from 6 to 10 years old. And we would go and they would play in like the ball pit and that kind of stuff. And I was right there on a bench right outside of it. And I was doing something for me. At that time, one of my favorite things to do was read. And at the time, it was fiction books. I think I needed the escape, maybe. I don't know. Out of the stress. Maybe if I had done what I'm going to suggest to you, I would have found my way out a little bit sooner. I would strongly suggest, including, I'm not saying not ever to read fiction. It's good for us actually to just kind of escape for a while, but personal development books. The one that really opened my eyes to who and what I was experiencing and had for a long time was a book by a lady named Lindsay Teague Marino. She skyrocketed to the top of a network marketing company. And I was part of that company later, way after she did her skyrocketing. And she wrote a book about it. Whether you like network marketing or not, the book is really not about network marketing or anything about the stuff that she was selling. It was about her journey to finding herself. And it's called Boss Up. And like I said, it's by Lindsay Teague Marino. That book opened my eyes to the fact that I was not fulfilled as a stay-at-home mom. I had no idea that's what that turmoil that I was living in was because it was not enough. And I'm not saying that my kids were not worthy or that I regret spending time with my kids. I'm not saying that at all. I love my children. They are now very strong adults. They have both graduated from graduate school. Well, actually, one of them will, in just a few months, graduate. And they are serving humanity with great occupations. So I know, as much as I feel like I wasn't a good mom, don't we all? That I was, because they are great individuals. They are strong. They are contributing members of society. They know how to serve their fellow man as well as take care of themselves. So I know that they're great human beings, and that could not have happened if I was as horrible as a mother as I thought I was. So I do know that the grace of God was a key factor. I'm not taking all the credit at all, not at all, but they are great human beings. So I kind of went long on that. Sorry. I'm very proud of my children. So find a good book, find a good series. That one of my favorite series was by Karen Kingsbury. She has probably, I don't know, like 4 different series all around the same family. And I loved that series, absolutely did. But I think if I had gone to some personal development books a little bit sooner, I would have found my way out of that daze a little bit sooner. I would have recognized what I was feeling and experiencing. So I encourage you to take care of you. If this resonated with you, if you're interested, I have a Facebook group in support of moms, just like us. It's called From the Days of Diapers and Dishes, Dancing into Daylight and Dreams. And I would love for you to join and come hang out with us and love on each other, because it's a community. It's not just me spouting stuff off all the time. It's a community, and a community that would love to love on you. Have a very blessed day.